Playboy Carti, I Am Music, album review part 2.
This episode is brought to you by the Disney Plus Hulu Max bundle, with plans starting at just $16.99 a month. Stream the latest seasons of The Last of Us on Max, Andor on Disney Plus, and the final season of The Handmaid's Tale on Hulu. All of these and more streaming soon. Terms apply. Visit DisneyPlusHuluMaxBundle.com for more details.
How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It, Music Reviews, Season 11. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Guys, part 1, we talked about my overall points of how I was feeling about this album. But now for part 2, we're about to dive in and talk about every single track off this album, rated out 1 out of 5. So get ready, guys. We have over 34 tracks. This fucking album is over an hour and 29 minutes long. This album is long as hell, so let's just get into it. Let's talk about it, starting off with the first track, Pop Out. Now, going into Pop Out being the first track off this album, I've mentioned that I really like the kind of grungy production that Pop Out has, that grungy bass, those drums going absolutely crazy. I'm just going to say this. For a track being the first fucking track off this album, Pop Out is absolutely fucking diabolical. I mean, holy shit. This track is if like I walked into a war zone, you know? I was in a bakery ordering some good-ass bread, ordering some good-ass pastries, and then I fucking walk into a field, and then I'm in a war zone. I mean, that's how Pop Out feels like. That's how Pop Out sounds like. That's how Pop Out's vibe is definitely there. So, you know, being the first track off the album, when you have tracks like Crush, K-Pop, Evil Jordan, Mojo Jojo, Philly, Radar, when you have all these other tracks that are lined up, I'm going to be real, Pop Out just doesn't feel like any of these other tracks per.
You're the perfect blend of elegance and style, and your ride should be no different. The 2024 Hyundai Sonata Hybrid meets all your needs, from business to brunch and everywhere in between. With head-turning details like a sleek front end, plus stylish interior, and an available 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster and seamless tech integration. Okay, Hyundai. Visit HyundaiUSA.com to learn more about the new 2024 Hyundai Sonata Hybrid.
Hey, it's Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast. The NBA playoffs are here, and Michelob Ultra is getting you closer to the game than ever with courtside seats and more. Enter now at MichelobUltra.com/courtside. Michelob Ultra Superior Access Courtside 2024 to 2025 sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents 21 or older. Ends on July 1st, 2025. Multiple entry periods. Visit MichelobUltra.com/superior access/courtside for free entry deadlines, and official rules. Message and data rates may apply. Void where prohibited.
Production-wise, I mean, all of the damn tracks sound so different than Pop Out. Pop Out is a funny-ass track to start out with, but I think I do enjoy this track, and I think overall, I think I'm going to give this track, like, you know, more time that I've spent listening to it. The next track, though, track number 2, Crush, featuring Travis Scott. For one, I think Travis Scott adds some nice stuff on the hook. And I do like Crush's kind of 8-bit kind of electronic sound going on here, and I like those background vocals in the back. Those choir vocals really come out when you're hearing this track, in my opinion. So I really do enjoy Crush, and honestly, I'm gonna give this track maybe like a 3 out of 5. It's an easy 3 out of 5. A nice track to settle in, and I do like the tracks. I do like the vocals in the back.
My cat Freddie loves to be brushed and cuddled. But stirring up his cat allergens meant sneezing and itchy eyes. Then I found Purina One Live Clear. It's cat food that reduced the major allergen and my suffering in as little as 21 days. Now, we feel closer than ever. If you have issues with cat allergens, you really need to try Purina One Live Clear.
Try new Purina One Live Clear today. Purina One, a difference from day one.
Your snacking routine can get a little dull. Time for an Oikos remix. Like a crunchy storm of sea salt praline pretzels, dark chocolate, and butter toffee, showering down into a smooth, creamy yogurt. Enjoy 3 Oikos Remix varieties with epic mix-ins and 11 grams of complete protein per 4.5-ounce serving. See remixyogurt.com.
I think the track adds nice atmosphere with those vocals, but, it's not a track that I really come back to. But the next track, the third fucking track off this album, guys, K-pop. K-pop has an absolutely wonderful, good sound to it. I love the beat. I love that Playboy Carti is switching his voice, also switching his flow. I really enjoy the flows. I'm glad that we got it on this track. I think K-pop just has such a great vibe to it. I really enjoy K-pop. I'm going to give this track like an easy 4 out of 5. The next track, too, Evil Jordan. Evil Jordan, I do enjoy that kind of TikTok intro. I think the TikTok intro is nice. I mean, it's funny to be like, yeah, it's a TikTok intro. But I do like those background vocals in the back. I do like the lead up to the track. So I will say I really do enjoy this track. I think I would easily give Evil Jordan, honestly, I would give Evil Jordan like an easy 3 out of 5. The TikTok intro is, a little too much because, nothing doesn't sound like any of this intro at all. I mean, when the intro's over, it just kicks into that beat, but I do enjoy that beat. I do like that gun sound effect, so, yeah, I mean, Evil Jordan's definitely a decent track. I'd give it like a 3 out of 5. The next track, Mojo Jojo, featuring Kendrick Lamar with the fucking ad-libs. Hearing Kendrick Lamar doing ad-libs for Playboy Carti is unheard of in 2025, unheard of in 2024, and absolutely unheard of in recent fucking times. Kendrick Lamar being on a Playboy Carti album is just absolutely insane to me. And also being featured on an album for 3 fucking times off this damn album. So this 30-track album, Kendrick Lamar is on this shit for 3 fucking songs. I mean, that is just absolutely insane. But I like the dark atmosphere of this trap beat. I love the production, with the bass. I really love Kendrick Lamar's ad-libs. They just add some nice playfulness. I do like Playboy Carti doing his thing on here. I like how he has a lot of flow switches on here that I really do enjoy. So I think, with the fun here, I think how fun this track is, the turn your brain off energy. And for Kendrick Lamar, for be able to, have this turn off your head energy vibe, I mean, decent track. I would give this one like a 4.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Llévate más de lo que esperas todos los días con el nuevo McValue en McDonald's. Ahora puedes comprar uno y sumarle otro por $1. Así que cuando tu equipo favorito enfrente a sus rivales, enfrenta tus antojos con $5 Meal Deals. Y si estás corriendo para alcanzar el desayuno, corre al app para llevarte ofertas antes del cutoff. Tú decides, y con McValue, tu decisión siempre rinde más. Precios y participación pueden variar. BOGO $1 válido para un producto de igual o menor valor. Debe estar registrado en Rewards para ofertas en el app.
Out of 5. Philly, though, featuring Travis Scott, which we definitely have to talk about for sure. Philly, I mean, man, this track right here, I really do enjoy this track. It's featuring Travis Scott, and I would say Travis Scott's hook absolutely hits. I like the vocals. I like how Travis Scott's sounding on here. This beat with those synths, those large synths that really come out and really push out when you're listening to the track. I really do enjoy what Travis Scott does on here. I also like how Playboy Carti does on here. I like how he's switching up his voice on this track and also switching up his flow. Just adds a lot more variety to the track. So this is a really enjoyable track too. This one's an easy 3 out of 5 also. Radar. Radar is one of the top tracks in my opinion. I think Radar is such a fun track. That Metro Booming production just absolutely comes in and just absolutely hits. I love how he's sounding on here. I'm like how he's, really kind of rapping his ass off with Radar. And I like how, that sound really picks up on here. So I really do enjoy that. I'm glad that we get, so many different variations of Playboy Carti on this album. And going from track to track, you can definitely hear that when you're listening to that. So I really do enjoy Radar. I think Radar has a lot to it. I think it's such an enjoyable track, and I think if you want a track that, has really great production from the horns, from Playboy Carti switching it up with his voice, switching it up with his flow, just going absolutely insane with Radar. This track right here is an easy 5 out of 5. I really enjoy this track. Each time it came off when I was listening to it off the album, I was like, yeah, Radar is fucking like that. I mean, Radar's like that. It absolutely hits. And that's when we get into tracks like Rather Lie. Rather Lie, I will say Rather Lie is, a track featuring The Weeknd. It's featuring The Weeknd. Rather Lie is really enjoyable because we got Playboy Carti singing on here. Now, I was looking on Twitter, I do have to bring this up because we are doing an album review finally. I don't really like to bring up Twitter that much because, honestly, I don't even know if I believe it myself, so don't even take this as fact as I say this. But I did see on Twitter that they were saying that I think a part of this, the Playboy Carti singing on here was AI. They were saying that's AI. Now, I don't know if this shit's AI. I really don't know. I mean, I hope it's not AI, but...
Uh-oh, the last cookie.
You can get a new box of cookies in as fast as an hour with Walmart Express Delivery.
Are you my guilty self-conscience?
No, I'm the voice offering you promo code EXPRESS for free delivery on your first order.
Hey, who ate my cookies?
You mean, these cookies?
Order now. Welcome to your Walmart. Promotion valid for first express delivery order. $50 minimum subject to availability. Restrictions apply.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
I'm not really... when I think about it, guys, I don't know if this track's AI because I was looking at the comments too, and they were saying, well, we saw this guy record it. And then I saw, people talking about, Playboy Carti saw an auto-tune, a new auto-tune setting on his auto-tune, and he clicked on that, and boom. Which, if it's that, if this is just auto-tune, a different auto-tune effect, I think that's fine. I think that's fully fine if you're using your auto-tune effects. If you're using your software that, that you purchased, that you've been using, or your producer that's been using, and you see this new little option that makes you, have some singing, makes you be able to switch it up a little bit more, I mean...
Sergeant and Mr. Smith, you're gonna love this house.
Bunk beds in a closet?
There's no field manual for finding the right home. But when you do, USAA Homeowners Insurance can help protect it the right way. Restrictions apply.
Out here, there's no one way of doing things. No unwritten rules. And no shortage of adventure. Because out here, the only requirement is having fun. Bank of America invites kids 6 to 18 to golf with us. For a limited time, sign them up for a free 1-year membership, giving them access to discounted tee times at thousands of courses. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/golf with us. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America. Restrictions apply. See BofA.com/golf with us for complete details. Copyright 2025 Bank of America Corporation.
Spring is here, and you can now get almost anything you need for your sunny days delivered with Uber Eats. What do we mean by almost? Well, you can't get a well-groomed lawn delivered, but you can get a chicken parmesan delivered. A cabana? That's a no. But a banana? That's a yes. A nice tan? Sorry, nope. But a box fan? Happily, yes. A day of sunshine? No. A box of fine wines? Yes. Uber Eats can definitely get you that. Get almost anything delivered with Uber Eats. Order now. Alcohol in select markets. Product availability may vary by region. See app for details.
Hello, Nigel here. As an owl, I love to be awake all night, but allergy sufferers like you probably don't feel the same. So take Zysol at night to relieve allergies while you sleep. then wake up fully refreshed for a more productive day. Zysol works fast and offers 24-hour continuous relief from sneezing, runny nose, itchy watery eyes, and itchy nose and throat, so you can enjoy doing the things you love all day long. Be Wisol. Take Zysol at night. Use as directed. Starts working in 45 minutes.
That just adds value to the track. So I think Rather Live featuring The Weeknd, which I really do enjoy The Weeknd on the hook. I'm glad that he sounded really good on here. But I really do enjoy Playboy Carti's flowing. I like it, when we get to that second verse, he's also, switching up his voice too and switching up the flows. So, I hope it's not AI, but if it's just like, clicking a new option on your auto-tune, then that's even more totally fine, which I don't even get the back for. So, guys, that's his part 2. We're going to end off part 2 right here. Check out part 3. We're going to go over the rest of the tracks and then give my overall thoughts and then a final album review score. So make sure to check that out, guys. Let me know how much you're enjoying this Playboy Carti album. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications. We're dropping new content every day. I'll see you later. You have a good one. Yeah, bye.